Hello everyone and thanks for joining us in Afghan Waste Agency in April 21st. President Ashraf Ghani officially launched the start of construction of 1,000 infrastructure projects across the country. Addressing an event to mark Good Governance and Human Resources Week, Ghani stated that the projects will be implemented in Herat, Kandahar, Balkh and Nangarhar provinces at a cost of 5.7 billion Afghanis. According to Ghani, development projects such as the construction of dams, roads and bridges are crucial for improving the lives of people. Completion of these 1,000 projects is important for the trust of people and will be implemented across Afghanistan. Every citizen has a fundamental right to have access to services so that we can fulfill the government's commitments to meet the challenges of the people, Ghani said. The UN-supported conference on Afghanistan in Turkey has been postponed following Taliban's refusal to attend, international media outlet reported on Wednesday. The Istanbul summit, which was slated to be held from April 24th to May 4, was proposed by the United States to speed up the Afghan peace process. An Afghan government official confirmed to Reuters. The Istanbul meeting is not happening on the given date because the Taliban refused to attend. Washington has grave doubts about the Taliban's reliability, says the U.S. Central Command Chief. General McKenzie said that the U.S. would be positioning significant combat power to guard against the possibility that the Taliban decide to interfere in any way with our orderly redeployment. He told the House Armed Services Committee on Tuesday, "I have grave doubts about the Taliban's reliability. I've expressed those publicly going back for a long period of time, but we need to see what they're going to do here." For half a century through war, anarchy and upheaval, Afghanistan has been stripped of tens of thousands of Buddhist and Hindu antiquities, some dating back more than 1,800 years. Many of those items entered the Western market in 1990s and early 2000s. St. John Simpson, a curator at the British Museum, told the New York Times last month, and all of those, he said, were almost certainly illegally exported or stolen. On Monday, 33 of those antiquities valued at $1.8 million were handed over to Afghan Ambassador Roya Rahmani by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office and the Department of Homeland Security at the ceremony in New York. The artifacts were part of a hoard of 2,500 objects valued at $143 million seized in a dozen raids between 2012 and 2014 from Subhash Kapoor, a disgraced Manhattan art dealer currently jailed in India on smuggling and theft charges. The Ministry of Interior on Wednesday confirmed at least 5 people were wounded in an explosion that rocked Kabul late Tuesday night. The explosion happened at around 9:50 p.m. in Airport Road. Sources said a car bomb was used in an attack that targeted a convoy of National Directorate of Security vehicles that were returning to a compound to refuel. However, some sources in the area told Area News that 5 people, including 2 civilians, were killed and others wounded. If international terrorism returns to Afghanistan, the UK and its NATO partners reserve the right to launch fresh military action, says the British Defence Minister. James Hippie, according to a British newspaper, hoped for a successful political outcome in Afghanistan after almost 2 decades of conflict. He suggested new military action was possible if ungoverned spaces in Afghanistan returned, posing a threat to the UK homeland or the interests of its allies. A U.S. jury has found former Minneapolis officer Derek Chauvin guilty of third-degree murder in the May 2020 death of George Floyd. The verdict was read in a Hennepin County court on Tuesday as Black Lives Matter activists hit the streets to protest rampant police brutality in the United States. Chauvin was found guilty of all the 3 criminal counts he was facing. He faces up to 40 years in prison for second-degree murder, up to 25 years for third-degree murder and up to 10 years for second-degree manslaughter. Muslims are using social media platforms to vent their anger at France over its plan to ban the hijab for minors. They are using viral hashtag campaigns in different languages to condemn what they call a French state operation against Muslims and its criminalization of Islamic values.
Amid France's ongoing anti-Islam crackdown, a new wave of pressure has flooded in from the online world. Hashtag campaigns in both English and French have gone viral, demanding that the French state backs down on the planned hijab ban for all under 18s.
The question is, what is the Islam for them? It's the real problem, because they don't accept the hijab. They don't accept anything from the Islam. If you think that the music, for example, the music or the sport or something like that could be haram, they will consider you as an extremist.
Si Hamedi, who has fled France after they suppressed his charity work, issued an urgent Ramadan appeal for help.
When the French state decided, decided to say clearly that we'll continue the cartoons against Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it's very a strong message against the Muslim community in France, in UK, in Australia. Allahu Akbar. We are more than 1 billion people, 1 billion Muslims around the world, and we stay like that, and we don't have a strong response. We didn't do anything.
French actions are being watched, not just by Muslims but also by other European countries also looking to suppress Muslim freedoms. Could more online efforts to tarnish the French image be the only way to force a change? Only time will tell.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned.